keep this feeling, keep on breathing, even if we're slipping away. So I close my eyes and lose myself now, do it like it's only today. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. No, we don't care about the bad nights. Before I'm thinking I can feel like this, make me feel like this. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. No, we don't care about the bad nights. Before I'm thinking I can feel like this, make me feel like this.
How you doing?
I'm on my last straw. I'm broken and I'm woken up. I'm done feeding your lies. I've had enough. I can't run your place in this faulty game. And all the words you speak mean nothing more to me. 'Cause let's start over now. Rewind. And I won't let you go. I need you by my side. I'm gone, so don't run from the truth. You're lost, now I know you played me just like I do. I still can't believe you had me on a leash, cutting all my teeth with all the lies you bring. 'Cause let's start over now. Rewind, and I
Roxy! How you doing? Thank you, baby. So much.
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. ask me how we got here, 'cause you don't know how. You say we're taking on water, yeah, we're sinking now. You're looking all concerned, like we're gonna drown, but we both know how to swim. No worries, let's flow for now. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. I drag you out your mind, and there are days I hate you, but baby, you're still mine. And then we have the best times, no matter what we do. And even when we don't, there's nobody I'd rather choose. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Slow, where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me.
I'm on my last straw. I'm broken and I'm woken up. I'm done feeling your lies. I've had enough. I can't run your place. Big rain, come along with me. Together with the truth you'll see. Got pearls and a laughter too. The search for facts is always new. In this place we keep it real. Classy vibes and joyful zeal. Join the journey, it's just begun. We shine brighter than the sun. Hit the light and share the vibe. Crush those pearls, let's take the ride. Come in here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. Spreading truth is what we do. So hit subscribe and join the crew. With every search we pave the way. Together we will save the day. With every laugh we lift our hearts. In the search we all take part. Thank you all for standing strong. Together we belong. Hit the light and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Come in here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. With every laugh we lift our hearts. In the search we all take part. Thank you all for standing strong. Together we belong. Hit the light and share the vibe. Crush those pearls, let's take the ride. Come in here and spread
darkest weather. We search high, we search low, together everywhere we go. Justin's here and he's going live with the best fans by my side. We're a family, we hold strong, together we can right the wrong. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars, searching wide, spreading love afar. Every stream, every heartfelt plea, we are one in this community. Daily grind, but we're not stopping. Pearls around the world just popping. With each view and every share, we send hope and show we care. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars, searching wide, spreading love afar. Every stream, every heartfelt plea, we are one in this community. But we're not stopping. Pearls around the world just popping. With each view and every share, we send hope and show we care. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars, searching wide, spreading love afar. Every stream, every heartfelt plea, we are one in this community. In the night or in the day, girls will light Justin's heart, and they'll support. Together we will hold the fort. Daily grind, but we're not stopping. Pearls around the world just popping. With each view and every share, we send hope and show we care.
Click play and come along with me. Together with the truth you see. Got our pearls and our laughter too. The search for facts is always new. In this place we keep it real. Classy vibes and joyful zeal. Join the journey, it's just begun. We shine brighter than the sun. Hit the like and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Comments here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. Defending truth is what we do. So hit subscribe and join the crew. With every search we pave the way. Together we will save the day. Defending truth is what we do. So hit subscribe and join the crew. With every search we pave the way. Together we will save the day. With every laugh we lift our hearts. In the search we all take part. Thank you all for standing strong. Together we belong. Hit the like and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Comments here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. Hit the like and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Comment here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear.
Well, hello, 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 my beautiful pearls. Thank you all so much for joining me. Good to see you all. I always say this, you could be anywhere right now, watching anything on YouTube, scrolling through endless mess on the internet, but instead you chose to be with me. And I truly appreciate that. Your time is very valuable, and I don't take that a second for granted. So, if you could please hit that thumbs up button, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. The current time is 5:12. Today, I'm so mixed up, is May 8th, 2025. It is currently 5:12 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. Thank you all so much for joining me. We've got a lot to talk about today. Uh, a lot to talk about for sure. Hey, Roxy, thank you so much, honey. I really do appreciate you. How you doing? How you doing? Thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate that. Um, very, very much. You didn't just support the stream, you just made the group chat clap. So thank you so much, Miss Roxy. Really do appreciate you, honey. Thank you so much. And Holly, thank you so very much. That's very generous. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate that, honey. Good to see you, Miss Roxy. Hope not Roxy, Miss Holly. If how's your husband doing, honey? How's he doing? I hope he's okay. Keeping him in our prayers and you. It's rough caring for loved ones. I've been there many times, so I understand. Thank you, my dear. Appreciate your support, Miss Holly, very much. And Angel, thank you so very much. Really do appreciate you. Good to see you, my love. If either you received a membership from our dear Angel of Light or Holly W, please give them a big, big thank you. Really do appreciate that, my dears. Um, thank you all for being here. Really, really do appreciate it. Like most creators, I work off tips and memberships, so anything is appreciated. I really do appreciate your time and all of that. So, oh, thank you, Miss Summerthon. We appreciate you, dear. Good to see you. Those big efforts. Oh yeah, it's reality wins. It's crazy out there. It's crazy. I think we should, as creators, I think we should be more kind to one another for sure, for sure. Guys, a little thing happened yesterday. I didn't notice it until some of you guys actually sent it in. Uh, so YouTube features creators. And what a feature is whenever you go to the regular YouTube website and on the home page, they feature creators. I don't even know how many creators, how many channels there is on YouTube. Let's see here. How many channels are on YouTube? There is 114 million active YouTubers globally. So, anyway, they featured my channel yesterday, and I thought that was very cool. So, thank you, YouTube, for that. Let me show you. Um, and yeah, it says Clutch and Pearls, and it says YouTube featured. So that was very nice. Uh, you don't always get that, so that was really cool. We were talking about Lily and Jack yesterday, which is what we're talking about today as well. And we have a lot to talk about. Lily and Jack still have not been found, unfortunately, still have not yet been found at all. But tonight we're covering the case that's really shaken the entire province, Canada, in general, and it's devastated a lot of people. Lily Sullivan, who is 6 years old, and her little brother Jack, who's 4 years old. They vanished in their home in rural, rural, rural. I never can say that right. Nova Scotia. No trace of them, no clues confirmed, just gone. Uh, so we're going to be talking about a lot of things. This stream is not just about facts and all of that, but it's also to help understand how children can just disappear without a sound, how a community has mobilized, and how justice sometimes feels like it's out of reach. And we've known that in so many cases. Sebastian Rogers, as of late, Summer Wells. We're going to be walking through timelines. We're going to look at maybe the press conference again. It's some certain things in that. Public statements, theories, both official and speculative. We're going to cover the geography of the search area, how weather and terrain factored in. There's a lot of inconsistencies with the parents, the stepdad and the mom. Hope we're wrong on them. But I think it's Lansdowne Station. It's a very country, rural area, dense forest, very few neighbors, not a lot of people around there. You don't wander far without being noticed, though. It's a very tight community. The Sullivan home, it sits very secluded, though, surrounded by a lot of thick brush. And the morning of May 2nd, around 10 a.m., or sorry, let me go back. May 2nd, the mom says she's kind of dozing in and out of sleep along with the stepdad. And she says she hears the kids and she wakes up about 20 minutes later or so and they're gone. Now, the mother, she says she last heard them right before falling back asleep. The stepfather, he says he left and went to search for them. No parents have been arrested yet. I think a lot of people thinks that, there's kind of something wrong here. 911 was called around 10 a.m. and then an advisory went out. The good thing about Canada is they do run two parallel investigations. They automatically consider foul play until they don't. There wasn't an Amber Alert issued. And truly, how long was the kids unsupervised? Did they just walk off? Why weren't there tracks? Clothing, anything? Helicopters have been sent out, countless volunteers, dog teams, over 160 trained searchers involved every single day. Drones, RCMP helicopters, infrared scent dogs, ATVs, searched over 5 kilometers of rugged terrain. There's been no confirmed sightings and no trace of the two. It's sad. Reports are coming out that there was found some clothing and a water bottle and possibly a blanket, but the parents say that's not theirs. Theories are, did the kids wander or were they moved? Is the train too difficult for them to navigate it alone? Like, how far could a 4 and a 6-year-old go? Mom says it was about 20 minutes and she immediately called. Stepdad says he went to search before and it wasn't 20 minutes. Now, mom and stepdad, there was a couple arguments who took place in the last few days in the home, and that is when bio dad is actually not in prison. He's just not in their the life of the kids. Now, I want to show you guys something right here. We're gonna listen to some dispatch. Oh, is someone being silly in here? What's someone saying something? Yeah, bio dad is not in prison. They haven't confirmed that I sent you a clip of the mother's story was different. They were awake. She said tending to the baby. Oh, really? There are reports that CPS has been there before, but again, that's something that's rather private. You know what I mean? Like it's hard to know unless. But I'm going to show you guys some stuff after this about the people that know them. Right. Maxine, who are you talking to, honey?
Community hall, anything near the area that some trucks parked at
Excuse me.
and work their way out? Sorry, it's very rural. I don't think there's any community halls nearby. We're not super familiar with the area. We don't come out here a whole lot, but we'll have a look.
Oh, I just wanted to hear what she had to say.
Charlie, one more.
Just wondering what they're set up with the search command today. Is that the scene on McLaren Road?
Copy that. Center is Eden Church Loop.
Yeah, see, that's where ours is. I'm just wondering where the ground search one is.
Over there for the children?
601. You copy that, 221. Seeing Viagra. Great.
10-4, it would be Garden of Eden Church Loop is where the command center is.
10-4. Yeah, it's just there. There's no one there. All right. McLaren Road.
10-4. Bravo 3, go ahead.
All right, so there is no portable reception down here. However, the cars do work. So Constable Mason's vehicle now, she's got her radio on the loud hailer, so she'll be able to hear us. She has no phone reception, but she does have photo of the two kids. The 6-year-old is the girl, I believe, and she's wearing pink. The 4-year-old is wearing some blue dinosaur boots. So, yeah, I think that's all we kind of have right now.
Now, I don't know about this. Think about this. Would a 4-year-old put their boots on and go outside? Maybe. Or would they just go outside? I don't know. Some kids might put their boots and stuff on, but some would probably just walk outside.
Now.
10-4, since radio service is not bad, do you guys want an extended timer there, a 10-6 timer? And I can give you a monitor?
Yeah, definitely. Give us 2 hours, and then Ask the risk manager if he wants Constable Mason to depart there to go get some phone service to send those images or not. The drone operator is still on scene with the mom, so.
10-4.
With the service, you can get those photos to him.
Sorry, you.
Thank you so very much, Michelle Scott. Cyan. I am listening. I want to take a moment to thank you, Justin, for this lovely channel, for making some positive lifestyle changes. That's amazing. Thank you so much for those kind words.
Who wants her to go get service to send the photos? You.
10-4.
So apparently they didn't have phone service? Is that right? No phone service? Yeah, Carolyn, we're getting ready to watch a lot of that in just a minute. Why did they live there if they didn't have phone service? It has also been alleged that the neighbors say they didn't know kids lived there. We've heard that before, haven't we? That's what I mean, maybe a home phone? I'm talking about like cell phone service, or the phone was turned off for not paying. Well, you can call 911. You can call 911 with the cell phone. Sakes or mud. He could, Teresa. Absolutely. Yep. Yep, Kelly. Oh. Thank you so much, Michelle. I appreciate you. But a lot of I just don't see young people these days having, especially those two, just respectfully, unless they didn't have any cell phone service whatsoever out there, having a landline. I just don't see them having a landline. Allegedly, a lake was going to be searched. Yeah, we're going to get to a lot of that stuff.
President Young, go somewhere and get service and get those photos sent off.
Constable Mason, you copy?
Just to confirm, both Kilo dogs on scene there? Y'all can hear me there. Are you guys on scene?
Kilo 6 is on scene and Kilo 9 till 17.
10-4. Thank you.
Okay, are we okay to drop down on the, looks like the east side of the road there? There's a gully system there. We just want to get down. I have do some full passes there. Or are you doing orbits and crossing the road as well?
Yeah, I can stay to the. I can stay out of your area there. I'm at 270. How low are you looking to go? I can take it down too if you need.
So just for deconfliction, I'll just stay on the east side of the road. If you're going to stay on the west side of the road and work the backyards and over top of the residence. If you're not going to cross the road, we'll just drop down. There's a gully on the east side. We want to just kind of cruise the forest there.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, we'll stay on the east side for now, and we'll keep you advised when we switch back over.
Copy that. Or do you want me to check for the other issue on mutual aid 6? Just speaking of risk matcher, just confirming if you need the drone that was just freed up here in Colchester, we can send it to your way if you wish. It's thermal.
Yeah, that'd be great. A lot of area to cover. We're out in the sticks here. You're very familiar. The risk manager is still monitoring there? Yeah, there's a dirt road just up past the address. Search the last point known. We can put vehicles on this dirt road. There's lots.
So I just found out that it is very likely that they had limited or unreliable cell phone service. The area is, very rural, and according to Cellular for Nova Scotia program, efforts are ongoing to improve cellular infrastructure in the region. So I don't think that they did have cell phone service. Yeah, I'm going to play that.
Just big driveways and stuff. They're fine. If there's any other calls for you for updates, that'll be our staging area, whatever road this is. Okay, 10-4. Looks like the Matheson West Road. I'm guessing that's the one you're referring to.
Yeah, 10-4. I'm on it now. So, yeah, this is perfect.
Yeah, 3, go ahead.
355, I'm going to request field communications unit to be sent out here to the 4 comms if this gets extended for a long period of time.
Member is here on Garlick Road. We just had a 911 call. Can I go ahead with the details?
Okay.
See a 911 from a Karen
Almost done.
Parental. I kindly about 5 minutes. She was reporting just driving past a black Honda CRV. Nova Scotia Marker Golf Mike Fox 320 that left the outdoor recreational park close to the residence. It is permanently closed.
So there was a Honda CRV that was in the area. Again, I don't think that Honda CRV has anything to do with it, in my opinion. I really wonder, because remember, the last time these kids were actually seen by someone, right, was Monday, April 28th. The 911 call went in Friday, May 2nd. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3.5 days. Me too, Callie. Me too. It absolutely concerns me as well. All right, I'm going to play this right here. Starting at the 3-minute mark. All right, credit goes to Joseph Morris. Link is provided in the description for the replay crew. Make sure you go over and sub up to Joseph Morris. Haven't seen him in a while. It's good to see him. I think he took a break for a while. All right, here we go. Let me pop this over here. Give Joseph the credit that he... 1 second, y'all. Full credit Morris. Okay, here we go. Maybe. All right. So I don't know if he's going to read this. The mother has already been drug tested and removed from the home. RCMP and Department of Community Service and Children Protection Services strongly recommended that she leave the dwelling. During drug paraphernalia, was located inside the home along with one of the vehicles. Remember, there was a lot of vehicles out there. I cannot speak on who owned the vehicle or what exactly they found, but I can confirm that there was drug paraphernalia was located at the residence. The mother and the baby were removed to a secure location away from the property. Allegedly, she went to the mom's house as well.
Protective Services strongly recommend that she leave the dwelling. Drug paraphernalia was on Tuesday. Wednesday was a no school day, and Thursday and Friday.
What part am I looking for here? Mini Panthers. They may not be satellite. Yeah.
Lily had a cough and both of them stayed home. Has anybody seen them since Tuesday? I mean, could the parents have been buying time to clean up their story after what went down at this party? Now the mother's Facebook video is the only one she posted on her Facebook before she deleted her whole account after her children went missing.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, we already played this. We already showed this yesterday.
I heard Lily and Jack around the house, but the stepdad swears he saw Lily, age 6, popping her.
Mini Panthers, what are we looking for here? Is it true the mother has left the home with? So the mother left the home, Amy Lynn, with the 16 or 18-month-old. Damon and Dee Dee both examined yesterday, very consistent with Justin. When did they go missing? Yes. I have a real problem with them not being seen. Either right before this or right after. It's the neighbor's comment also ends in good talks about a so recently released. Okay. I've got some people that knows them comment as well. Let me just see here. What is this? He estimates it took them. My story has been consistent. What's this?
Who may be the one living in the trailer? We don't know yet. Ralph's off guard. Like, why is he just kicking back and relaxing when those children are missing?
Yeah. The brother and the mother was still at the house as of yesterday. I don't know if they are today, but they might be.
Police have discovered that one of his brothers, who may be the one living in the trailer, we don't know yet.
Let me take a screenshot of this. See if this is him. This might be him. Maybe. Why does it keep doing that? Screenshot, capture area. It may not do it because I've got it on. Okay, it's not going to let me. It's okay.
Ralph has a rap sheet. So in 2023, the RCMP's.
His name is Ralph Martell. RalphMartell. Let me write that down. RalphMartell.
He's got a warrant out for him over some messy relationship drama, and the charges are pretty severe. Sleuths have also dug up that a known predator who is high risk was recently released just 10 minutes away from their property. And get this.
Now, I mean, it's always something they need to take into account that, you know, if there is predators, which there's predators everywhere, it doesn't matter where you live these days, but I still don't think that it's related, in my opinion.
The dispatch call mentioned a strange bald guy around 50 years old with a mustache lurking nearby, and someone dialed 911 over this suspicious character.
So I called the 911 from a Karen on a cow. Kindly about 5 minutes. She was reporting just driving past a black Honda CRV. Nova Scotia marker Golf Mike Fox 320 that left the outdoor recreational.
Yeah, we just played that a moment ago. Maybe it was before that. Okay, I think it might have been before. Okay, it might have been here. You were talking about mini Panthers.
Wrote that quote. They live 500 feet away from me, eh? I didn't even know kids lived there. I thought it was a rug house.
Right.
Cars are always coming and going, end quote. They recall a day, maybe Wednesday.
So he says, which I've got some people that know them too, that I'm going to show you guys here shortly. I wanted to view this because Mini Panther showed it to me. There's always cars there, and it's so odd to me. I can't remember clearly if it was Wednesday or Thursday, but there was so many cars there on that particular day. I think I already have that pulled up. I'm pretty sure I do somewhere. There was already cars there. It's so odd to me, but I can't remember if it was Wednesday or Thursday, but there was so many cars there on that particular day that the driveway was full, and a car was even parked on the side of the main road. So, you know, like when there's a lot of people at your house for Thanksgiving or whatever, you know, you're having an event, they have a big driveway. There's still a lot of cars, just trashed out cars in their yard. But there was more than normal, and one was even parked on the side of the road. It was like 2 p.m. at latest. I remember driving past, judging them, thinking how they were probably in there sharing a crack pipe or whatever, LOL. And then, boom, Friday, this all comes out. So look at there, right? Look at right there. That was either Wednesday or Thursday. Did something happen in that house Wednesday or Thursday? And there was people there. You got me? And then Friday, 10 a.m., 911. Oh, so the stepdad is on rugs? Allegedly, we'll say. Oh, it's Nana's birthday. Happy birthday, Miss Nana. Happy birthday. Y'all wish Nana happy birthday. Good to see you, Nan. Appreciate you being here. Summer's Army, thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate it. Love you, Justin, Mods, and chat. Thank you so much for your support, Summer's Army. I really do appreciate that, my friend. Can't do it without you. Good to see you, my dear. Hope you're doing okay, Summer's Army. Be great, 88. Always great. Thank you so much, my dear. Really do appreciate you very, very much. Good to see you, my dear. Joseph was linked to the hoax audio from IH4. What's IH4, Webs? Webs of the Seat. What's IH4? Shows you how much I know there. Right, Callie. I know. It was sent to me though, so I wanted to show it. Well, thanks for the gifted membership. I don't know who gifted me. Awesome, Kitty. Awesome. All right, now I want to show you a few things about what's going on here. No, but let me just get back to this real 2 seconds. So this person that lives in the area is saying Wednesday or Thursday, there was a lot of cars. Either could something, I just don't see, right, 2 kids getting hurt physically, like as in someone snapping, happening to 2 kids. I don't see it. Can it happen? Yes, it can. But I believe if something happened, it's more like rugs. They got in rugs. Either all the people there was, knotted out or whatever, and the kids got into the rugs. Remember, it can just take a very small amount of rugs to unalive several adults, let alone a 4-year-old and a 6-year-old, right? So if they were having, let's say they were having a party there Wednesday night into Thursday morning, many times, all the adults will get into a bedroom or whatever and do their thing or whatever. And then the kids might have got in there, and while they were asleep or passed out, God knows what, those poor kids that see it. Something's not right here. If kids wander off, they lay down at night and sleep. Yes. If the parents' story was try, I believe the children would have been found, in my opinion. I agree, Justin. This is terrible. Yes, Brandy. Yes. It's bad. It's bad. Very bad. All right, let me show you what's going down on Facebook. Hey, V, good to see you. Hello, rapper. Shannon, good to see you. So Anand says, I've tried to defend the mother on other platforms and speak to who she really is. And they put in parentheses, a good person, right? And she might be a good person. Hey, Lab African. Great. Good to see you, honey. Grace, Tina, Rita, everyone. Sherry, Shannon. She might be a good person. Good people make bad decisions sometimes, or they get hooked on things. Good people get hooked on things all the time. An addiction, if that is the case, we don't know that, but if that is the case, can really change people. But anyway, they say, I've tried to defend the mother on other platforms and speak on who she really is, a good person, but people don't care about what you have to say about it. They just want to drag her through the mud. And someone writes, if she's proven guilty of harming those kids, how will you feel? And they wrote back, nothing, because she won't be proven. I grew up with her and spent most of my life with her. And someone writes back to them, was the mom in an abusive relationship with Dan? And they wrote, since it's already public information out there, yes. So this person is taking up for the mom and saying she was abused in an abusive relationship. And I understand it can be, people get in bad relationships too. But this is my thing. This is my thing. Why, if something happened, why is she not speaking after the fact? Hopefully she has spoken out to authorities since she has gotten away from him. Because if she's keeping her mouth shut now and she knows something, if she knows something, then I would have less sympathy. I would have less sympathy for her. But now that she's away from him, those are her kids. Those are her babies. They're not his, hers. So she needs to speak up now if she knows something. She was in an abusive relationship and the kids got into something and she didn't call or anything. That's still bad. But I understand more that way, right? Let's say they all partied Wednesday night. They all woke up Thursday morning. The kids got into something. This is obviously speculation. This is not a fact. So I want to make clear on that so nobody runs with it. But let's say in a hypothesis here that they were partying Wednesday night. They all went to bed Thursday, early morning hours Thursday. They woke up at noon on Thursday and the kids got into something and they were found deceased. God forbid. And they had been, gone for a while. Then I understand I don't want to say I understand, because I don't, but I understand more her not calling, of being afraid, because if she's in an abusive relationship and let's say there was a bunch of rug dealers there, right? Holy shit, they're all freaking out. What do we do? What do we do? People panic in moments like that. It's not good. It's definitely not good. Thank you, Maria. Really do appreciate your support. Good to see you. This is so sad. I think you're very well could be right. Always love being here, Justin. Thank you for all you do. Thank you, Miss Maria. Really do appreciate that support, my dear. Cannot do it without you. And I really do appreciate your being active in here and your support, my dear. In the home. In the home, yes. Is there a history of rugs? Allegedly. Allegedly. But we don't know. We still don't know. I'm going to go over some things here in a little bit, because there is a lot of misinformation out there already when it comes to this case. And I want to kind of give you a rundown on some of the misinformation and what we really, really know. So there's nothing wrong with speculation as long as it's done responsibly and people know it's speculation and all of that, because we got to, rub our noggins together to make sure we know what's what. But so they were reported missing around 10 a.m. on May 2nd. Mom and stepdad they've been dating for 3 years. These two. Let me get a photo. I'm going to show you guys some news here shortly as well. They've been dating 3 years. Mom moved in with the stepdad 2 years ago. She has 2 kids from previous relationships. He has 2 kids from previous relationships as well. His kids are not with them, but they have a 1.5-year-old daughter together. Bio dad and the family, as of yesterday, had not released a statement. I don't know if they did today or not. So far, it appears the bio dad is not in the children's lives. Police say that they have no evidence that these kids were abducted. Stepdad's mother and brother live on the property in that broken down RV. Mom and stepdad believe Lily and Jack are autistic. However, it's not been confirmed by a doctor. Both kids are verbal. Yes, they are verbal. The last time anyone but mom and stepdad saw the kids was Monday. That was via the teachers at their school. So I think that's a key thing, in my opinion. No confirmation that is publicly available to say that they were seen after any point by anyone who lives off the property. Kids were home Wednesday, as it was a PD day. Kids were kept home Thursday and Friday due to allegedly Lily having a cough. No confirmation on Tuesday yet, but I think there is confirmation on Tuesday yet. If mom and dad are telling the truth, Lily and Jack may have been seen or heard Friday morning before 10 a.m. That's if they're telling the truth. Jack, at the very least, was wearing a pull-up the last time he was seen, allegedly by mom and stepdad, but may have had clothes on. Lily was wearing allegedly pink clothes, like a pink shirt, pink pants, and all that. The children's rain boots and a backpack, it's white with strawberries on it, is allegedly unaccounted for. Mom left Saturday to stay with her mother at her mother's house. Mom's home is not located on a reservation. This is allegedly because of CPS, because allegedly they found rugs in the home. Or it could have been because this did happen. Mom had left after a fight between stepdad and her family. Her family accused the stepdad of harming the children. Now, that is huge, in my opinion. Huge. Because her family knows him, right? Her family knows him. They know what he's like, don't they? Right? Your kids, man or their woman, you know what they're like. You absolutely do. And if they go missing, that means, in my opinion, something happened before. Right? So they are accusing, the other day, they were accusing of him hurting the kids. And people aren't talking about that. And I really, I find that fascinating because they should be. Right? Here's mom and stepdad. She's a beautiful girl, beautiful woman. Beautiful woman. Why are the parents now? Remember, mom and stepdad, right, are they've been together, what, 3 years, something like that? And I really wonder about the family. I really wonder about the family. Do they know something? My husband just retired after 39 years of serving. Oh, that's amazing. Okay. What else do I got here? So mom did block stepdad from social media, then she deleted her social media. As of yesterday, mom had minimal contact. Several items were found in the woods: a blanket, a shirt, and a water bottle. Supposedly this pink blanket, and in one of the photos, there is a pink blanket in the back. I don't know if those are a match or not, but we'll see. All right, let me show you this. I mean, look at this. Look at this property here. I've had the... One second. Sorry, my alarm's going off. All right. Here is... Look at this yard. I mean, this is, outside the yard, right? Like, there's trees down everywhere. I think it would be hard, in my opinion, for those kids to wonder in this. Debbie, allegedly, he may have a record, the brother. Oh, thank you, Raymond. Thank you so much, my friend. Good to see you. Thank you, Raymond. If you received that pearl necklace, thank our friend Raymond for gifting that. Really do appreciate that, my friend. Justin, I've had that Martell name in my files long time. Damn, hope it's not the same family. Really, Caroline? Yeah, yeah. They said it's not. Did they say it's not the kid stuff? Did the authorities say it's not the kid stuff? The blanket and stuff that they found? Absolutely, Kimberly. Absolutely. They should question the brother that lives on the property. Yeah, and if whoever was allegedly there Wednesday and Thursday, they need to be questioning too, right? Yeah, the parents said it wasn't, but do we believe them? Imblung, you know what I mean? That looks like 110 Hazard. Tar earlier, she called it, forgive me, Lord, but I'm going to say it. She called it, look at this, Canada Wells. That's what she called it. Canada Wells. Is the mom not talking to the authorities? She was talking to the authorities. Justin, we know the day some actually saw the kids last. The last time anybody outside of that property was Monday. Who was there Wednesday and Thursday? Well, according to a neighbor, they drove past and there was even a car out in the road, which is, crazy. Just crazy. Okay. Here we go. Let me pull this up. This was just a little bit ago, less than maybe 2 hours ago. Someone will find that backpack. Sorry, I'm behind. Someone's going to find. I mean, y'all just seen the woods there, right? Y'all just seen the woods there. Can you imagine a 4-year-old trying to get through that stuff? We know if these kid's dad is out of jail. We know if they spoke to him? 1 second, y'all. Two seconds, y'all. I apologize. All right, guys. Is the mom searching for her babies? Mom is at the her mom's house right now. I apologize for that, y'all. I agree. No, absolutely. All right. So this was less than 2 hours ago. Ground search crews depart NS community where children went missing. A day after Nova Scotia RCMP announced it was scaling back the search for 2 missing children, the force's command center in the community has been packed up and ground search crews have left the area. Lily Sullivan, 6, and Jack Sullivan, 4, have been missing since May 2nd when police received a 911 call reporting that they wandered away from their home, roughly 25 kilometers southwest of New Glasgow. Police announced Wednesday that after 6 days of scouring the heavy wooded areas surrounding the home, there are no signs that the children, and it's not likely they are alive. So sad. Staff Sergeant Curtis McKinnon told in a news conference, the active search was, quote, being scaled back, end quote, but the missing persons investigation would continue. So rather than have the large presence here, the massive number of searches on every scene every day, searches will be based on information that comes in. You know something? If there is foul play, right? If there is foul play and there's no cell phone service, it's going to be more difficult for them to find those babies. It's going to be a lot more difficult. Would a 6-year-old and a 4-year-old sneak anywhere or are quiet? I haven't met any. Yeah. Yeah, Teresa. Listen, there's nothing wrong with being poor, right? I grew up poor, but it's, you're right, it's the things around it, right? You can fix anything up. And that's true as well. Especially like the old trailers, their walls are paper thin to begin with. And she says that sliding door is super, super quiet. Now, they're going to test that sliding door, obviously, right? Yeah, you saw my cat. I just can't see them walking out and them not being found yet. Especially if she was only there, 20 minutes missing. I don't know. Look at these 2 adorable babies. We're not packing up and we're not giving up. Our investigation is broad and it won't end until we know where Lily and Jack are and can bring them home. Guys, let me let the cat out. 1 second. I apologize. Sorry, the cat wanted out. It was like, I have never heard a sliding door quiet, that quiet. No, I haven't either. Oh, you want to see the birthday video? Sure, I can show you the birthday video. Let me find it here. Let's see here. Birthday. There is like the you can hear her screaming, one of the kids.
Ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Jack. Lily. Stop, honey. Blow it, go. Yay! Everybody's awake. Happy birthday! Say happy birthday. Happy birthday. Yes. Lily just is.
Look how innocent those kids are. Just innocent. So sad. Kids just want to be kids, you know? Okay. There is some new stuff. Let me see here. So, what's going on with my computer? No, got a secret. They weren't. The RCMP said they want to assure that our missing person investigation continues. Many of us have children of our own and want nothing more than to reunite Lily and Jack with their loved ones. The likelihood that they're alive is very low, he said. The stepdad says, my story has been consistent when you tell the truth, it's always consistent, he told the Globe. I found that interesting that he said that. Let me just look here. We're gonna go look at something here on Facebook. Let me just show y'all what's going on here. There is a group on Facebook that are very active right now. Look at these searchers. Look at these searchers, guys. Look at their eyes. You can tell. I have never seen a search group so somber. Look at them. That just really touched me. Defeated looking faces. You know, like Ken Widener said from emergency management in Sumner County, he said, we're used to producing, results. Which Tara Sharon. And they have just been, look at this. It's been cold there. I've always reminding to use their inside voice. Yeah. They look in disbelief. I think whenever, you're working so hard and you can't, you're looking for them, but in the back of your mind, you're thinking probably like, whatever we find is not going to be good if we find anything. You know what I mean? At that point. Here is the stepdad. And I find this picture very interesting. It has warmed up in the last few days, Justin. Good. And you know, I guess seems to be probably wet there quite a bit. But it's just really sad, man. Let me show you this. There's
children from Nova Scotia, 6-year-old Lily and 4-year-old Jack Sullivan. I've seen a lot of comments circulating around on social media stating that the mother and stepfather are both in custody, and that is 100% not true. The stepfather
oh my God, people are saying they're in custody. I swear, these people, they make it harder for all of us. They really do.
Father Daniel actually gave an interview yesterday stating that he's been cooperating with the police.
Let's see
He's
if we can
given
find that
them everything
interview.
they've asked for, like his phone, and he's even asked them to take a polygraph test. Here it is.
Announcement the children's stepfather could see coming.
I mean, they can only do so much. They're running on as much sleep as I am. They've been over so many times with helicopters, drones, dogs. I mean, they're doing everything they can, just like me and my family are doing everything we can.
Martel adds him and his family have been working closely with the RCMP to assist in their investigation outside of the search effort.
They've gone through the house. They've gone around the property with dogs. I've given them everything they wanted. I gave them my phone. I asked for polygraph exams.
RCMP says this remains a missing persons investigation, but conceded the likelihood of survival after several days exposed to the elements is slim.
Based on the experts.
It's really interesting to me that he said he and his family are doing everything they can. He didn't mention the mother.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was trying to imply something or if he really was just speaking for himself. But anyway, I haven't really seen a lot of people talk about this yet. So in case you didn't know, I wanted to bring up the fact that Daniel actually has 2 other kids from a previous marriage. He has a daughter on the left, a son in the middle. That's Lily and Jack over there. And then, of course, their baby that they have together, who is now 18 months old, who they were apparently in the bedroom with when the kids went out the sliding door and disappeared.
Okay. I'm looking to see if he did. She said he did another interview yesterday, but I'm trying to find it. Have y'all seen if he done an interview yesterday? I'm looking right now. Here you go. Let's look at this. He looks like he's got a necklace on. Sounds just like the Sebastian case. Yeah. Is this it?
I asked for that so early on, and there's not many places.
Flying in someone to do a polygraph test, is that on you?
That's not just on me, but on everyone. That's what I asked for. I asked for that so early on, and there's not many places that do it in Canada, so they're flying somebody in.
Why do you think you need to do that? Do you think they don't believe you?
I think their side of the family doesn't believe me, and I just want to clear it up for everyone. Clear it up for everyone, not just the people online making crazy accusations and everything else.
Flying in someone to do a polygraph test, is that on you?
That's not just on me, but on everyone. That's what I asked for.
Now, remember, someone said Chris Watts tried to be tough guy as well. Good luck, buddy.
Blue boots for Jack with dinosaurs on them. Lily had her backpack with white, and it was white strawberries on.
But one of the key things about potential suspects, is complaining about people online. We went over that yesterday. Complaining about people online, blaming the police, blaming other people. That's one thing. Do you think he's being honest? I wonder why the family thinks he's not being honest. Because this is the thing, right? If they were both in bed, like they say they were, how could he be involved? Of course, Sheila. I hope you feel better, honey. Guys, please hit that thumbs up button. Would greatly appreciate it. And consider becoming a member of the Pearl family.
On it. I imagine now if they're in the woods, that'd be probably brown, but I don't see them carrying their backpack. I don't see them keeping a pull-up on for that long after it got soaked from the very first day. We only found the 2 boot tracks outside of the house.
Whereabouts?
Right beside the house, probably 10 feet away from the backyard.
In the backyard, okay.
Nothing new, other than the helicopters are still in the air, and they had dogs. They took around the dogs today, and as of last night, they had 8 more drones going on in the infrared. I urge the public to come out if you have anything, come out as fast as possible and get it to any detachment or any police service that you have available to get to talk to. Jack just absolutely loves bugs, dinosaurs, anything like that. But Lily loves girly things, but she also loves doing everything with Jack. Bugs, they're like best friends, not just brother and sister.
We've heard a lot about the impact that this is having on the community at large and the family, and it's really important that we locate these children and get the information from the scene here and from anyone who might have information about the kids and their habits. So it's been really important to have engagement from anyone who knows these kids. We're operating a search right now to locate them from having wandered. So that's the goal that we're all working towards here. I know that all of the information that has been collected is being looked at carefully by GSAR and by the investigators and the police to ensure that our best practices are followed in order to establish where the searches need to be concentrated and focused.
Okay. Now, this is allegedly what I'm going to show you. Have not been able to confirm this yet, but this is the reports that's going around. This is allegedly stepdad's brother. And if this is true, if this is Daniel's brother, then he's got a criminal history. Remember, the dad or the brother and the mother live in that little RV. Mom is not begging for kids. You're right. She's not. My son wearing those at that age. What, diapers? I mean, so this is the thing. At that age, at like 4 years old, sometimes they like the nighttime diapers they put on them, so they don't pee the bed. Right, Mohawk, yeah. Ran away from a bad situation. I don't know. Did school bus usually pick them up? I have no idea on that either. But here is the brother. And he was charged with assault, wanted in Nova Scotia wide warrant. Someone said this is true. I just Googled it, but it's from 2023. They said the brother that lived on the property was Justin Martell. This could be one of the relatives for sure, but not the brother that lives in the trailer on the property. His name was Justin. I thought the same thing at first. Huh. His full name is Ralph Justin Marshall. He goes by his middle name, Justin. It's a common thing in Canada. Is that a common thing in Canada? Ralph Justin Martell. I said Marshall, I think, a second ago. Let's, Nova Scotia, Canada. Let's look at this. Okay. So let me just show you. Whenever you type in on Google, via Google, Ralph Justin Martel, Nova Scotia, Canada, first thing pops up this right here. And it's this guy. 5'8", 145 pounds with dark brown hair. November 8th, 2023. So that. Okay, look at this. It's got his name on here. Daniel Martel and his brother Justin Martel left. That's him. That's him. Wait for an update from search and rescue at the home on May 5th, where the two stepchildren went missing. Does anyone know if he worked? I've heard he didn't work, and then I've heard he had 3 jobs as well. So I'm not sure. He says, we're staying positive, and our goal is to bring back our babies home safely. That is the grandmother saying that. His mom. Huh. That's interesting. So it's got him in there. Let's see here. Justin Martel, Nova Scotia, Canada. Man wanted on private. Oops. See, that one it's not going to show us. Guess it's been taken off. What's this? Glace Bay man sends for drug trafficking. What's the name? Scott Ralph Martel. That was 2014. Huh. Wonder if they're related as well. This is Facebook? Nope, I don't think that's it. I heard only 1 day a week working at a sawmill. I'm sure that there's. Hey, Blue Eyes, good to see you, honey. I'm sure that there's. Oh, thank you, T. Tilly. Yeah, I appreciate you, honey. Bless you. I'll talk as slow as I fucking want. How about that, mother chicken? How about that? How about that? Send another one. Okay. Moving forward. Where was I? Mom only did that one interview. Just that one interview at all. Hey, Kiwi. What's... Let me find it here. Bear with me. So slow. Damn it. Where did it go? This is Mom's interview from yesterday.
And I want them home. What happened was we woke up, I heard them playing in the next room beside us, and I was drifting in and out of sleep. And they're not the type of kids we tell them not to go outside on their own. We always make sure that we're out there with them, watching them. And they happen to just get out that sliding door, and we can't hear it when it opens. And they were outside playing, but we weren't aware of it at the time. And the next thing we knew, it was quiet. And we get up, and I tell him, my partner, Daniel, I tell him, do you hear the kids? And he says, no. And we get up instantly. We're looking outside.
Okay, so right there, when she's just said, okay, I asked Daniel, do you hear the kids? And he said no. Well, that tells me that she's either going along with it or she doesn't know. Right? Either she's going along with it or she doesn't know, because remember, her family was blaming Daniel. Yeah, Lisa, in Canada and in UK, Europe, all that, rather than saying my husband or my wife or my boyfriend, they say my partner. Doesn't matter if it's hetero or homo or bi or tri or whatever the hell you are. They say partner. First time Nova Scotia Guard ever dispatched. There are so many problems with the statement. We didn't know they went out the door, but we knew they were playing outside, but we can't hear the door. There's a lot of things, yeah. Yes, and after a year in Canada is common law marriage. I think the Idaho 4 case made Ellie despise social media. Yes. Hey, Ebony. Bye or try. LOL. Just whatever. Whatever. No breakfast. She didn't make spaghetti pancakes too. Google it, y'all. Google. Googly moogly.
Looking everywhere,
Listen to what
yelling
she
for
says
them,
there.
and I instantly just call 911.
Listen to what she
And we
says
get
right
up
there.
and I tell him, my partner, Daniel, I tell him, do you hear the kids? And he says, no. And we get up instantly. We're looking outside. We're looking everywhere, yelling for them. And I instantly just call 911. It's just...
That's another problem. Because he said he went and went in the woods, screaming and everything like that before he called law enforcement. She says she immediately called. Instantly. Like Edgar Remus says.
I just
Bless
had
their
the
hearts.
instinct I needed to call. They're both really go-lucky children. They're so sweet. They talk to anyone. They'll talk your ear off. They
Very good observation, Lakeside. Very good observation. Yes, odd phrasing. I tell him, not I asked him, right? And that's can be, not always. It depends. In dialects where you live can really vary. But usually you say, I asked Daniel, you hear the kids? Not I tell Daniel. But it could be from where they're from as well. But
they will speak to anyone in a store. Everyone. They're just extremely sweet kids. I appreciate
good question, V.
Huge search effort going on right now. But we've been pushing for an Amber Alert, which hasn't been issued.
Debbie, that's a good question. Did you hear the kids? So he was awake. How did she state that? She offers information to how the children interact with others. Right.
Not just that they could possibly be abducted, which it is a possibility that they could have been, but just an alert to let everyone know that they are missing. We had people text me saying that.
To me, she, you know something, guys? I think she's a good girl. I really do. I think this woman's a good woman. I think she's a good girl. I think she fucked up, though. Something really bad happened. I just you don't think is guilty. No, I'm not saying that, Golden. Not saying that. I think she's a good girl though, like in general. But I think to me, just by looking at her and the way she speaks, to me she seems probably like the type that gets ran over very easy, which is what an abuser loves. Right? It's what an abuser loves. They love it. I'm more frantic. I understand that, Sammy. I trust me. I understand that, and I agree. And I don't think she's very hysterical right now at all. However, I think many times when you know something, you are constantly focusing on what you need to say and not screw it up. You know what I mean? But the stories aren't matching. They're really not matching. And I don't know. I think Daniel is the problem. I think Daniel is the problem. When you know you need to control your emotions. I think so too. I think she appears very I think she's an easy one for him to manipulate. I thought she seemed scripted. Maybe she will turn on him. Golden Girl, that is what I'm praying. I am praying that she is at her mom's now and that she is talking. I don't think it would be hard for them, but Canada, no offense, Canada, but you guys are more. I mean, I don't know always, because I don't do a lot of cases in Canada, but the interviews that I have seen done in Canada, they seem to be more not as harsh as our law enforcement. So I feel like they might be able to get her to crack. Hopefully, if she knows something. I don't see how she doesn't, unless she was asleep and he did something and then, went back to bed. I do too, Green Eyes. I think she'll break. What did Sweet Melissa say? What did Sweet Melissa say? I'm looking for Sweet Melissa. I don't see what she said. Oh, well.
They weren't aware, someone else let them know that they were missing, and it would just be nice if everyone could be alerted. We thought maybe that we found tracks, but it's still uncertain. It's been raining and they're probably soaking wet, but with the sun today, I'm hopeful that they are feeling warm. We're all filled with pain and sorrow
Hey,
because
Mr. and Mrs. E.
we just want them found. We want them home. Everyone loves them. They are definitely verbal, and they do have.
The sorrow part is a little concerning. You're not the first one to say that, Maud. I've heard of a lot of people in there that say that they have a kind of a dark history. It's definitely good that they are separated. NeuroV, I said that yesterday. So good that they are separated because now their stories fall apart. If that's the case, right? Yo, Kennedy. No, I don't think. Hey, Lolo. Why does she bring up that they are definitely verbal? Because there was she was talking about autism. Dogs should have got their sin. Absolutely. I mean, I don't see how they don't know. I just don't see it. Could be wrong. I could be wrong on her, but to me she seems like a more timid person, and she's with the wrong guy. Sleeping till 10 a.m. when you have a 16-month-old, a 4-year-old, and a 6-year-old, it's not good. That's not good. Debbie, I heard today that they were bringing in cadaver dogs. The CPS visit worries me. It's a common denominator in these cases. Yes. Yep. Yep.
Possible autism, but it's not extreme autism. It's just they have issues with school, and they don't catch up with the other kids. I just want to remain hopeful.
Mama Davis, I mean, technically, something could have happened to them Monday night after school. But I think if that neighbor is correct that drove past their house and said there was a ton of cars there, so many so that one had to park like kind of on the side of the road, and they thought they were judging them, and they thought, oh, well, they're probably in there smoking their crack pipes, is what the neighbor said. I read it just a little bit ago. And he said that was Wednesday or Thursday. And he said Friday, boom, kids are missing. They are getting the night off here. Hi, Joanne. Good to see you. Think it's their lucky day. Why do the parents of missing kids try to diagnose them with autism when they've never been evaluated by an expert, i.e., Maddie Soto, Lily, and Jack? I don't know, but I have heard people say that they may say that they have autism for more urgency. Now, let that be where it may. That's what people said, but I don't know. 2-year-old boy named Bowden Allen was rescued by a rancher dog, Buford, after wandered off from his home in Arizona. Yes, yeah, we did that story. That wasn't too long ago. Yes, Justin, something might have happened to Lily after school when she still had her backpack. I don't know. Justin, don't judge. My kid goes to school at 12:45, so I wish my kids went to school at 12:45. That would be nice. Otherwise, we are both worn out before school. How do they go to school at 12:45? That's amazing. That's amazing. I think kids should go to school from like 10 to 4, 10 to 5, something like that. How do you know the school or the doctor might be trying to evaluate. Look at the video of Lily screaming at the bee party. You know, a lot of people say, there's people that say that Daniel kind of looked at her kind of stern whenever she was screaming. Often a daycare or teacher may feel that they show symptoms or actions and activities that may cause them to mention to the parents and caregivers involved with the children. Kindergarten. She was in preschool, and I don't know if he was in kindergarten or first. She's a little 4-year-old girl. Mini scream. Yeah, kids scream. I mean, that's the thing. I don't understand how it was like, how does a 4-year-old and a 6-year-old not wake a mom up? Right? Like, how do you not wake them up? Because it's 500 square feet. Breaking news about Caleb Collins sent you a text. Oh, hold on. One second. One second, y'all. All right. It's very sad. Some breaking news on Caleb Collins, little missing infant. Yeah, we played the press conference yesterday, Green Eyes. The Aware Foundation, 45 minutes ago, says update after months of searching, the Fayette County Sheriff's Office say they recovered what is believed to be the remains of Caleb Collins located in a burn pile at the family residence. My God. With the assistance of the anthropologist, it was confirmed that a portion of the remains recovered were human remains. The evidence has been sent to forensics for official identification. This comes a day after prosecutors announced the effort to hold the mother and grandfather of missing toddler Caleb Collins without bond based on Anna's law. The law allows a judge to deny bail to violent offenders. That is so sick. A burn pile? I don't know. What did that? I don't know. That's really sad. Let me show you this. It's, mother and grandfather. Let me show you this. This is the mother and the grandfather. It's in Alabama. Wendy Bailey and Joseph Bailey. Some people
From hard hats
do
to steel-toed boots. Great
need to have kids. It's
vast inventory.
We're glad you're with us today for Now at 11. We do begin with some breaking news right now. We have new information on a grand jury indictment just released related to a toddler reported missing and presumed dead in Fayette County. The mother and grandfather of Caleb Collins are now facing more charges in this case, And we want to warn you, some of the details are disturbing. Newly released court documents show Caleb's mother, Wendy Bailey, and grandfather, John Bailey, are charged with aggravated child abuse, domestic violence, and abuse of a corpse. The grandfather is also charged with hindering prosecution. Those charges were filed April 15th, and the warrants were served April 23rd. The indictment states the abuse happened on more than 2 occasions, alleging Caleb's mom tied him to a chair or other object and tortured him. Court documents say
Evil
that she also
bitch.
suspended him from a ceiling. She's also accused of treating a corpse in a way that
What?
would, quote,
I did not know that. Hold on.
treating a corpse in a way that would, quote, outrage the
Hold on.
ceiling. Also, court documents say that she also suspended him from a ceiling. She's also accused of
Suspended him from a ceiling? What? Let me adjust Wendy's break. Yes, please. Wait, what? Yes. Let me help. Oh my God in heaven. Oh my God in heaven. That just gave me an instant headache.
treating a corpse in a way that would, quote, outrage ordinary family sensibilities. Caleb Collins' body has not been found, but investigators say he is presumed dead. We are continuing to comb through court documents, and we will continue to update you as we learn more information.
Fuck. Let me find it. 1 second. I'll show you their home. What an evil.
A startling discovery, first mistaken for a candy wrapper, turned out.
That is unfucking believable. You know how this came about, right? Do you remember how this came about? They had that car accident. If they hadn't had that car accident, it would have probably never have found out. That's why she's wearing that neck brace. Obtained the following photos of the aftermath of the violent crash that claimed 2 lives: 2-year-old Riley Collins, 40 years old, and Stephen Collins' sister, and the father of missing Caleb Rowan Collins. Remember that? Yeah, let me show you. If they hadn't had that wreck, which, I mean, according to the crash report, Stephen was driving aggressively at 92 miles per hour on a wet street before the vehicle left the road and struck a tree near Glen Allen community on Road 73. No one in the vehicle was wearing a seatbelt. This is where they talk about Caleb. On December 11th, John Elton Bailey, Caleb's custodian, was taken into custody for failing to report a missing child. Court documents show there were physical injuries to the child, and he was removed from the home and taken into an unknown location, but no report was made by anyone in the home. Investigators now believe Caleb went missing more than 3 months ago, according to the complaint. Crime tape was seen surrounding the home where Caleb lived Thursday morning as investigators searched the property for hours with a K-9 unit. Damn. That was just something. That really is. That's something. Trying to remember, but foggy. Yeah, there was this crash, and 2 of them died in the crash. The mom of Caleb survived, and she is the one that tortured Caleb and like duct taping from the ceiling. How does a human being do that to anyone?
Caleb Collins. Now, they say human remains believed to be those of the missing child were found in a burn pile at the family's home. Caleb Collins was first reported missing after a deadly crash his family was involved in back in December of 2024. Now, a 2-year-old child was killed in the crash, and the child's father later died from his injuries. Now, the sheriff's office says as a
Yes, the baby
result
girl
of
as
this
well.
investigation, Wendy Bailey, Collins' mother, and John Bailey, the child's grandfather, have been arrested and charged with several crimes. These include abuse of a corpse and criminally negligent homicide, among several others. Now, of course, we will continue following this story for you all throughout the evening. We do have a crew heading out there to Fayette County. Brittany and Guy.
Emma, thank you.
Hey, Karen, I heard you weren't feeling well, honey. I hope you're feeling better. I hope you are. When they called them, they knew they would be heading into day 6 today, would explain. All right, let's get back to what we're here for. It is sadistic. Is the world meaner now, or has it always been like this? It's always been like this, Mr. E. It's always been like this. In fact, we always think of the world as getting worse, but there's a lot of things that are much better now. A lot of things that are much better now. The thing is, we know everything now, right? We know everything instantly now, and we're not meant to know that. You know what I mean? So it's, yep. Linda got it. Yep. But it's about perspective. I mean, I think the world has gotten a lot better personally. And I think we have to have hope for the future. It appears worse, I think, but I think it's gotten better, much better, actually. I think people's gotten more crazier since the COVID. I think people were insane during COVID. For sure. Hey, wait, what? Good to see you, honey. Look at this. They're saying RCMP knows something that they aren't sharing. I mean, you got to look at it this way. The opioid epidemic is a bad thing for sure. Fentanyl is the bad thing. But used to be if you had red hair, you would be burned at the stake, right? In our grandparents' time, right? Remember, not too long ago, we were separated by the color of our skin in this country. So ridiculous, right? People like me would be hung at the stakes, So I think it has gotten better in a lot of ways. I think, but I do agree. I think you just took the words out of my mouth. The real me. That's you. I was getting ready to say it. I think family values has changed. I think family values have changed. And I think we don't spend as much time together anymore. Technology is a big one, right? Justin, did you see the FBI is issuing its own $75,000 reward for the info of the murder of 14-year-old Emily Pike? The reward is offered on top of the additional $75,000. That's amazing. I don't know why they have not caught him yet. That bastard drove 100 miles. I think it's someone from that tribe. I used to think it was a white guy. Still could be, but now I think might be someone from that tribe. Miss Michelle. So interesting you said that. Interesting you said that. She's saying, so there was a spring cleanup going on around the time Lily and Jack were missing. And I hope they're not in a landfill. I pray not. There's not many cameras. There's not. Oh, you mean in Emily's? I do think COVID has affected so many of us. We have a great governor who is reassuring and advising, who was, yeah, we did too. Lorraine, we did too here. Mental health has suffered and people's physical health have added since. You're right, R. Taylor. The inflation has just been insanity. The backpack comment is weird. Yeah, listen to this, guys. 1 second. Yeah, it was like this. I guess they. Now, in Canada, you are required to recycle, aren't you? I'm pretty sure in Canada you have to recycle. Like, it's a must. I'm pretty sure. I've been to Canada a lot of times. All right, listen to this. New Brunswick search and rescue were called yesterday to come join in the search for Lily and Jack. They knew something, guys. Listen to this. While en route this morning, they received a call that they were no longer needed. They were called back. RCMP knew when they called them that they would be heading into day 6 today. Today, they explained that it being day 6, that the likelihood of survival was not a feasible outcome. They were scaling back the search and rescue at the end of today, and the RCMP would be taking over the search. They knew that it would be they knew that it would be day 6 when they made the call yesterday. So it stands to reason that they are pursuing information they received between yesterday's calls and the morning. We know that major crimes have been investigating since Saturday. We know that there was an altercation between family members on the property Saturday night. We know that the mother has left the property and is staying with family, and that she blocked her boyfriend, Daniel Martell, on social media. We know she's been told not to talk to the media, allegedly. We know that Daniel was questioned for 4 hours last night. We know that the police have their reason to discount the abduction angle. I pray there is closure for everyone soon, especially for Lily and Jack's loved ones and friends, and those who have been actively investigating and searching for these two precious children through dense, rugged terrain in bad conditions for the last 6 days. I hope that anyone and everyone involved in the disappearance is held accountable for their crimes. And I made a map for show that the search area so that people can understand why it has been so hard to find these children. The link is in the end of the text. The primary search area has been highlighted in a very light white gray overlay. It is certainly was interesting to understand the direction the search went. I wish we knew more about why certain areas were focused on. I also noticed it didn't appear that there was any directly around the lake that was searched. Why did it? Someone deleted it? What the freak? That's not good. There's already 11,000 people in here, guys. That's incredible. How can we find the 911 call? It's not the 911 call, guys. It's the dispatch call. Oh, that's a sorry, guys. We're not watching that shit. So many people are putting, no disrespect, but like the mediums and stuff in there. Hello, Sharon. Thank you so much, my dear. Free speech means real news in real time. We are just hearing about it in real time by sleuths with phones. Yep. Exactly, Sharon. Exactly. Thank you for your support, my dear. Really do appreciate you. Guys, please hit that thumbs up button. It's the only way we get it out there. Consider becoming a member of the Pearl family. Really do appreciate your support. It means so much to me. I am in tears with pain and pass. Oh, Cecilia, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, honey. Okay, what is this?
Is being held for questioning. So locals in the Pictou area confirm that Daniel is being held for questioning. And this has also been further confirmed by the Globe. So the stepfather, Daniel Martel, told the Globe that police interviewed him for 4 hours at the Pictou County RCMP detachment in the town of Stellarton Tuesday night, following a 5th day of scouring the woods for the siblings near their home. Lily and Jack were reported missing around 10 a.m. Friday. Their mother, Malaya Brooks Murray, and Mr. Martel said they were in the room with their 18-month-old baby they had together when they heard Lily and Jack in the home, but then it went quiet. They assumed the kids went out the sliding back door and just wandered off. They haven't been seen since. Mr. Martel said, quote, "My story has been consistent. When you tell the truth, it's always consistent," end quote. He said police asked him to walk them through step-by-step details of exactly what happened on May 2nd, the day the children were reported missing, and the previous few days. They asked him to draw maps and locations where the children could possibly be. He added, neither child had attended school that week since Tuesday.
Hold on, I just got something. What is this? I hope you feel better, Cecilia, honey. I'm sorry it's going through that.
Nova Scotia's RCMP has scaled back its week-long investigation for
This
two
was
missing
just a little
children.
bit ago. This happened
We're
a little bit ago.
transitioning from a full-scale search to searches of more specific spaces. Spaces have already been searched by our teams. We're not packing up, and we're not giving up. Our investigation is broad, and it won't end until we know where Lily and Jack are and can bring them home.
6-year-old Lily and 4-year-old Jack Sullivan were reported missing on Friday, May 2nd. The children's mother and stepfather believe the two either wandered from their home in Lansdowne Station in Nova Scotia. Helicopters, drones, and tracking dogs have been used in the search, but no signs of the children have been found. So to explain more about this ongoing investigation, I'm joined this morning by Chris Lewis. He's CTV's public safety analyst and former OPP commissioner. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Anne-Marie.
There's so many questions still around both this investigation.
The thing is, if you know, they probably are close. They're usually no more than 25 miles away. but that's still a long, you know, in Summer Wells' case, they said Summer Wells could fold up as small as a laptop, right? We're talking about a 4-year-old and a 6-year-old.
And this mystery around what happened to these two young children. Yesterday, the RCMP announcing they've scaled back their search. They said they're going to be circling back on areas that have been looked at before. So what does that tell you, this move signal at this stage of the investigation?
Well, yeah, thanks for having me, Anne-Marie. There's a couple of things at play here. Either the police know more than we do.
Really sense of soul. My cousin in Canada, I just asked him about it, and he was surprised he hadn't heard about it, and he's on the side of Canada. Wow.
Which is quite likely, particularly from an
Listen to that.
investigative.
So what does that tell you, this move
Listen to
signal at this stage of the investigation?
Well, yeah, thanks for having me, Anne-Marie. There's a couple of things at play here. Either the police know more than we do, which is quite likely, particularly from an investigative perspective, things they're not saying. It was very, very clear yesterday in the press conference that the staff sergeant in charge of the investigative side of this said just things he couldn't say. At the same time, it's very, very intense and very thick area that they're searching, very difficult to traverse, even for trained adults, let alone children. So they've obviously made the decision that they don't believe the kids have got further than their perimeter, the area they've already searched. So they want to go back and research it. And he also specifically said there's areas that they want to revisit. So why is that? It's disturbing to me that they think the children may not be alive, but the RCMP are really good at this, big searches and investigations, and so they know something we don't, and we have to trust them that hopefully these kids will be found alive, and they'll, if possible, they will do so.
Is it possible one of the areas they're going to go back and research is the children's home and the property surrounding?
It could well be. It could be specific areas in that turf that maybe there's water, culverts and things like that. I don't know. I'm only guessing here, but they're pretty careful to how they worded it all, and which makes me think, once again, from an investigative perspective, they know something we don't, which is almost always the case. But the investigation, the search, always happen in parallel. But in this case, it appears that it seems to be narrowing down to a point that we're going to know something soon, and fingers crossed, it's good news. But they're not holding out a whole pile of hope at this point, unfortunately.
It's interesting that your experience and instinct tell you that they're narrowing in on something soon. One thing else that stood out was that major crimes is still part of this investigation.
That would be good. That would be good. I hope they are narrowing on something soon, and I hope they find these babies. I got some new stuff coming in.
They were at that press conference on Wednesday. What does that say, that this is a search and rescue / search recovery, but also that major crimes is involved?
I doubt it.
Well, major crimes would always be involved with missing children, because either they're lost,
they said they had no reason to
which is
that.
certainly what they've been hoping to be the case, and then find them alive, or they've met with foul play in some way. And there's a couple of different avenues that could go, either a stranger abduction or someone that is known to them. And so major crime would always be following that up until they really have proof one way or another as to what's happened to these kids. So that's not uncommon at all.
During that press conference yesterday, police said that the likelihood of the children being alive was very low. That stood out to me, and you mentioned it as well. When one officer was asked at how they arrived at that conclusion, he only offered scientific methods. What does that mean?
Well, based on probabilities, previous searches, a lot of data that's been.
Patty, you're close to me then. You're close to Tennessee, Kentucky, and Virginia. That's where I am.
Gathered over the years, and just experience of these searchers and the search masters, they made a determination that they don't think these kids could have got out of where they are. So that being the case, and have the fact they've been all through there, and
Debbie, I heard that they were supposedly looking in some of the lakes today.
Some weather issues, although the weather's not all that bad, they've determined there's no way that they could be alive in their view, which is very sad. But at the same time, I've seen searches where adults have been missing for weeks in similar weather and found alive. So you can never say never. And the fact that they're leaning that way causes me even more concern.
One last question for you. The parents say they believe the children were abducted. Police say they don't have any evidence to suggest that. So then what options are left?
Well, why are the parents saying that? It would be the first question from the investigators. What makes you believe
Hey,
that?
Nani.
Because if they are, then the police want to know that.
Good to see you.
The stepfather said very clearly he's been offered he offered to have
stomp the ground,
polygraphs,
Nani.
and he's given them everything. So there's quite an investigation going on around the family. I'm not suggesting there's anything untoward there, but police are obviously following that part of it very closely, and hopefully they'll come up with something soon. This is just a tragedy extraordinaire.
Heartbreak for the family and the community and everyone involved. Chris Lewis, CTV's public safety analyst and former.
All right, guys. Deception detective said this update changes everything. We're going to give credit to our man, Big DD, as we call him, Big D. Deception detective, that is. Let me pop him up there. Here we go. Y'all ready?
As possible and get it to any detachment or any police service that you have available to get to talk to. And Jack just absolutely loves bugs, dinosaurs, anything like that. But Lily loves girly things, but she also loves doing everything with Jack. Bugs, they're like best friends, not just brother and sister.
That's Daniel Martell, and I think he knows what happened to his missing stepchildren.
Break
it's
it
not
out,
just because he's
mystery.
already talking about one of them in the
Mrs.
past tense. So in today's video, let's watch his interview with the Canadian press and count the red flags. I'm Deception Detective, an attorney trained in statement analysis. This channel exposes lies and manipulation. That's your thing, hit subscribe. For early access, exclusives, and other cool perks, consider becoming a channel member. Link in description. If you're not familiar with this case, don't worry, it's brand new, but it is developing quickly. So before we grab our deception decks and start analyzing Daniel, here's a quick recap.
6-year-old Lily Sullivan and her brother, 4-year-old Jack Sullivan, are still missing in this rural area of northeastern Nova Scotia. The RCMP is the lead agency here, along with EHS, hundreds of search and rescue crews from Halifax to Cape Breton. During the daytime, there are anywhere from 100 to 140 search and rescue crews in the woods. A spokesperson for the Chignecto Central Regional Center for Education tells us the children were students at Salt Springs Elementary School. Their stepdad told us they'd both been out sick all week before disappearing on Friday. The school has additional support staff on site at Salt Springs if anyone needs that support. Meanwhile, the search will continue into the night here in the Lansdowne area of Pictou County for young Jack and Lily Sullivan.
Those are the cliff notes, and as you can...
No, this was just 2 hours ago. Y'all were blushing. Look at there. She's blushing. He's easy on the eyes, isn't he?
Already see
He
the
is.
red flags are flying. We have 2 preschoolers reported missing
He's
from
hot.
their home
Google it,
in
y'all.
rural Canada on Friday, but they haven't been to school for the entire week. We have a non-biological male, Daniel, in the house with small children, which is heavily correlated with child abuse. And we have a mother who didn't exactly give me the warm and fuzzies when I analyzed her in my last video. I won't rehash my analysis of her. I'll link that video at the end. But here's a quick clip just so you can get a gist of it before we get to Daniel.
And I want them home. What happened was we woke up, I heard them playing in the next room beside us, and I was drifting in and out of sleep. And they're not the type of kids that we tell them not to go outside on their own. We always make sure that we're out there with them, watching them. And they happen to just get out that sliding door, and we can't hear it when it opens. And they were outside playing, but we weren't aware of it at the time. And the next thing we knew, it was quiet, and we get up and I tell him
Thought criminal. She said he could be 2 foot tall. Come on, man. Then he would be a snack.
My partner, Daniel, I tell him, do you hear the kids? And he says, no. And we get up instantly. We're looking outside.
Thank you so much. Serenity, the stepfather seems to be more upset than mom. Perhaps. You're not the first to say that.
We're looking everywhere, yelling for them, and I instantly just call 911. I just had the instinct I needed to call.
I can see why so many of my subscribers commented for me to analyze this case, because we're about to have a royal flush of deception deck cards here. But beyond the red flags in the deception deck, I don't like some of the other things she's doing here. For instance, she's setting up her and her boyfriend's alibi by telling us that they must have been sleeping at the time. But if she was sleeping, how could she possibly know that he was also sleeping? Couldn't he have been awake and done something to them while she was passed out? She never seems to consider that as an option at all. And this lack of curiosity or suspicion about a non-biologically related father in the household with their children could be explained a lot of ways, but one of those ways could be that she actually knows what happened, but she's not curious about what he may have done. Obviously, there's a lot more to that video, and I'll link it at the end, as I said, so you can watch it next. But for our purposes right now, that's the important part, that she didn't suspect him, even though they were both sleeping. And as we listen to him right now, we'll consider it equally suspicious if he's not at least a little bit curious about her. All right, without further ado, let's listen.
I know they took their boots. That's pink boots for Lily.
Ginger is probably working. We miss her.
Blue boots for Jack with dinosaurs on them. Lily had her backpack with white, and it was white, strawberries on it. I imagine now if they're in the woods that it'd be probably brown, but I don't see them carrying their backpack. I don't see them keeping a pull-up one for that long after it got soaked from the very first day. We only found the 2 boot tracks outside of the house.
Whereabouts?
Right beside the house, probably 10 feet away from the backyard.
In the backyard, okay.
Nothing new, other than the helicopters are still in the air, and they had dogs. They took around the dogs today, and as of last night, they had 8 more drones going on from infrared. I urge the public to come out if you have anything, come out as fast as possible and get it to any detachment or
tell her we love her.
Any police service that you have available to get to talk to.
We've analyzed dozens of interviews of parents of missing children. And over the course of making those videos, I've recognized that innocent parents tend to do 7 things when they have the opportunity to get on TV or talk to an audience. I call it my missing child presser interview checklist, and I haven't had to update it ever since I made it almost 2 years ago. And that's because it's based on human nature, not the latest best practices in policing or advocacy groups for parents of missing children. For instance, parents of missing children, if they're innocent, if they actually have no idea what happened to their kid, talk about their kid in the present tense. And that's because it's very hard to accept the death of a loved one unless you have proof of it. Secondly, we can expect them to be cooperative. So if the police or the media are asking them questions, they answer fully and candidly, whereas guilty parents typically choose their words more carefully, and they're usually more vague and reticent. Third, innocent parents are inconclusive about what happened if there's no evidence to suggest one scenario over another. In this case, if they actually found 2 boot tracks showing the kids walked into the woods, there's no way to say for sure that they must have been kidnapped or that an animal dragged them off or any other scenario. They should be considering all possibilities. And that brings me to the 4th item on the checklist. If all possibilities are open, a kidnapping is also open. So typically, innocent parents look into camera and beg any kidnappers or anyone who might have their kid to please return them. Similarly, if the kid is old enough to watch TV themselves or Google themselves on a computer, they might look into camera and address the kid directly as well. Jack and Lily, being 4 and 6 years old, are probably too young for that, so I wouldn't expect Daniel to do that. Finally, we can expect
Thank you so much, Boo. How can she say with confidence they were outside playing if they were sleeping in bed at the time? So they say, Boo, thank you for 7 months, by the way. Good to see you, my love. That they were kind of awake and then kind of dozed off, heard them, and then went back to sleep, woke up about 20 minutes later and she said, "Do you hear the kids?" And he said, "No." And according to her, they both jumped up. The grandma heard them outside. I've not heard that in the bushes. Gotcha.
Innocent parents of missing children to directly ask the audience watching on TV for help, because that's the only point of doing the interview, to get help, to get information out there. If they do anything other than that, like try to push a narrative or try to construct their own alibi, we need to be suspect about that. And finally, there's a call to action, whether it's call 911 or some special tip line number that they've set up with the FBI, or in this case, whatever the Canadian equivalent is. And based on this short clip of him, he's already doing better than the kid's biological mother. He's asked for help. He's inconclusive about what happened, even though he seems to have some reason to heavily suspect that they are in the woods. That said, he's not out of the woods yet because he hasn't addressed any potential kidnappers. And as I showed in the intro, he spoke about one of the kids in the past tense. That's coming up along with some other red flags. So let's keep listening.
I urge the public to come out if you have anything, come out as fast as possible and get it to any detachment or any police service that you have available to get to talk to. And Jack just absolutely loves bugs, dinosaurs, anything like that. But Lily loves girly things, but she also loves doing everything with Jack. Bugs, they're like best friends, not just brother and sister.
Lily loved. That's past tense about a kid who's only been missing for 4.
Loves girly things. But Lily loves girly things, but she also loves.
Yep. Lily loved twice.
Doing everything.
Let's do it twice.
Dinosaurs, anything like that. But Lily loves girly things, but she also loves doing everything with Jack. Bugs, they're like best friends, not just brother and sister.
Lily loved. That's past tense about a kid who's only been missing for 4 days at the time of this interview. And this is such a reliable indicator of guilty knowledge that it's actually taught to police, and it's a card in the deception deck. My 52 favorite rules for spotting lies and manipulation. The card's on your screen now, but you probably already knew this rule of statement analysis and the famous example of Susan Smith. It's almost a meme at this point because it's so reliable. So does this mean that Daniel killed Lily, or that he knows she's dead for a fact? Of course not, but it's one red flag among many red flags that we've seen in these two parents. And as I said at the end of my last video, my theory right now is that the kids wandered off because the parents were getting high or getting drunk or just being generally neglectful. So when they
Yes. And I please don't take this the wrong way, but I don't see him as being, a scholar, right? I don't see him being, he's not that intelligent. If, respectfully, I say that he's a labor, but so I don't think he thinks about using the past tense and stuff like that. But he certainly says it.
lie to us now about what happened, it's because they have attendant guilt, not necessarily that they committed some sort of first-degree murder. Although, to be fair, when I said that in that last video, I didn't.
Y'all keep calling it. My God, Grace. I think you and Tar need to talk about that because you both said the same thing.
Know that the kids have been missing from school for an entire week, and I'm still holding out hope for the best, but this is reminding me a lot of the Summer Wells case, which I'll link on the end card so you can see for yourself why. If you want to continue this series, let me know by liking, commenting, and sharing. Until next time, stay true.
We're always true to the big DD. Always true to him. Okay. I feel both mom and boyfriend know something. I feel they both questionable, in my opinion. I agree, R. Taylor. I agree. I think they know something. Ellie's been telling them they thought the kids were gone like day 3. Brother and Graham's inside that little RV at 10 a.m. seems odd. To me, it seems odd that the mother and her son are in that little RV together. I don't know, it's just weird to me. Hey, Justin, did you see where I said we ran to town this morning and saw a UPS driver and thought of you? Oh, Sheila. Thank you, darling. I'm glad now, whenever you guys see a UPS driver, you think of me. I'm so glad. I miss Peter Hyatt too. Guys, that's my show for this one. I will be back at 9:30 p.m. Eastern, 2 hours from now, maybe less. We will be back again in a little bit. Mr. and Mrs. E, when are y'all going live again? Oh, hold on, we're getting a call. Mini Panthers, we are live on location.
Hey, Justin. The beginning of that video that I queue,
Uh-huh.
she has a completely different story. It's a completely different story. They were awake in the second story, so you might want to check that out.
Okay. Let me look
It
at.
was the beginning. It was at the beginning of that one I sent you that you played a little bit of in the middle with the neighbors.
Uh-huh.
But it's in that one where she says they were awake in the bedroom, tending to the baby, and they could hear them playing, and then all of a sudden went quiet. Is that I believe what she said, and that's completely different than dozing in and out of sleep.
Does she
So
say
you
that?
might want to look for that.
I'm looking for it right now.
Okay, that's the beginning. I sent it to you in text too, and it would be the
I don't
first one I sent you.
I don't see it though. Where she says that. Is she speaking?
Yeah, I believe she was speaking. I've been driving all day, but I'm sure I heard that today on that.
I don't see it. I'll look for it.
Okay, once I get parked, I can try to look for it and get you timestamp.
Okay. Okay, honey. Thank you.
Yep, bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. All right, guys. We'll get to it. All right, guys. I will see you guys here in a little bit. I need to do a number for Miss Nana. Happy birthday, Miss Nana. The world is your oyster. Hold on, I got the volume on. Happy birthday, Nana. The world is your oyster. It's up to you to find the pearls, and guess what? You did. We are right here for you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Nene. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Nana's dragonfly. Hope you dragonfly all night and all day. Thank you so much for joining me. Angel Wings, cheap at half price. I am not cheap and half price. I am full-fledged 100% not on sale. Love you all. Appreciate you. You're amazing. I'll be back in 2 hours from now. Frugal? Wouldn't go that far either. I try to be, though. All right, guys. See you next time. Thank you, Maura. Hi, Justin. Are new people welcome here? Jasmine, we love new people. Absolutely. Absolutely. I love the Dollar Tree. I'm getting ready to do a Sephora haul. So stay for that. Where else can you get this much entertainment in one channel? That's right. That's right. Exactly. Mama Davis, Mama's Robotic. Yeah. All right, guys. Love you all. I'll see you guys in a little bit.